Hey guys, what's up? So ADHD is a big topic, so we thought we could share our own experience because it happens to affect us as well.
But Farina, what even is ADHD?
Was wollte ich sagen?
But what even is ADHD?
No worries, I'm gonna help you understand. ADHD stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactive Disorder, and it's a brain disorder in which you have trouble paying attention. You might also tend to act on impulse or seem to have too much energy. Since ADHD is a developmental disorder, every adult who has ADHD had it as a child. Some were diagnosed in childhood, but others only found out later in life. While many kids with ADHD outgrow it, about 60% still have it as adults. There's no cure for ADHD, only treatments and medication to help with the symptoms. So I had my first diagnosis a few years ago. I think Dongin actually helped me find out that I might have ADHD because
It was pretty obvious, yeah.
yeah, I struggled a lot with everyday tasks. Everything was just very exhausting for me. Like I was 99% of the time, I was late to appointments and I felt like I couldn't do anything about it. I was really forgetful and I struggled a lot to stay focused on a task and complete it.
So we had a lot of unfinished projects.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and you were always so frustrated with me, and I was frustrated with me as well. I felt a bit helpless actually, because I didn't know what was wrong with me, you know, because I'm definitely not stupid, and I really wanted to find out why my brain just works kind of different. So yeah, I went to a doctor and I did many tests. I already talked about it in a little bit in a video, so if you're interested you can watch it again.
Right here.
I don't think so. More like down here. Yeah, so I actually got diagnosed twice. The second time when we were in Korea, right? And I forgot to take my meds. So
it was a mess, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a mess.
I desperately needed new meds and they tested me, so yeah, I'm double diagnosed. Yeah, so I started to implement many new things and habits in my everyday life that really helped me to be more productive and to also feel better mentally. And I also decided to try out some medication that the doctor recommended me. But yeah, when I tried to implement these things in my daily life, I noticed it was quite difficult because Dongin and I, we work together, we live together, we do mostly everything together. Yeah, usually Dongin always seemed so organized and well put together for me, but when I started to get better and more organized, you know, and more focused and structured, suddenly we realized that Dongin had a problem as well.
Yeah, it turns out I have ADHD too.
Yes.
Yes, with a big emphasis on the H. And yeah, I didn't think I have it because I seem like kind of calm and collected on the outside, but like inside my head
it's like
it's chaos. But yeah, it's been like that like since childhood. That's why I never questioned it.
Same.
And I got through like usually kids with ADHD they stand out, like people notice, the teacher or the parents, they notice because they're like hyperactive, they don't pay attention in school. Like I didn't pay attention in school, but for me it was like, I guess because I'm pretty smart. Maybe. Wow. While I don't seem hyperactive, it's maybe because I work out every day. And
that's true.
I desperately need to work out every day. Like I go crazy if I don't, because like all the pent up energy and stuff. So and ever since I was young, I always had like an outlet. Like I did a lot of martial arts.
Okay.
I always went running and stuff.
Yeah, and if you get sick, your ADHD gets so much worse.
Oh yeah. Then I get crazy because I think I implemented without like unconsciously. I implemented a lot of habits that helped me like mitigate the effects of the ADHD.
Yeah.
Like working out and doing some
physical stuff.
Yeah. Like I have a lot of outlets for studying also. Like I always knew I had a very short attention span, so I always did like the Pomodoro method and stuff, like 20 minutes only. Yeah, I kind of got through life like this. At some point you struggle. I can focus very well actually. It's called hyperfocus. and that's when you're really interested in a topic.
Yeah.
And then you're super focused on that specific topic.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a bad thing at first, right?
But then you don't sleep.
Until you starve.
You don't eat. Your body kind of breaks down, I guess. I always thought it was like a handy thing, because sometimes I get like super focused and then I can finish a project like super fast and people love it.
I mean, we're laughing right now, but actually it's not a
it's
thing,
kind of
right?
like you're very prone to burn out this way.
Yeah.
But that's only for things that I'm interested in. I think I'm lucky because I'm interested in a lot of things that actually benefit me health-wise or business-wise. That's why I always got through a lot of stuff. But sometimes, like when I'm confronted with a task that's not fun, I cannot do it.
Same.
I physically cannot do it.
Remember sitting in class?
Yeah. I know how to do it, but I can't. And it's just very frustrating, and you end up like blaming yourself, you know?
Right,
and doubting yourself.
Yeah. And it can also lead to depression. I think for me, the first time I noticed there's something off was when I sat in class at school. I was so bored. I felt physical pain.
I always fell asleep in class, but I still got good grades because...
Yeah, I didn't.
In school, although I never really paid attention, I was always very quick at connecting information. You know, that's why I didn't have lots of problems. Do you know what's also super fast at connecting?
Yeah.
NordVPN.
Just like ADHD floods your brain with too much information and overloads it, DDoS attacks flood a network or server with fake requests to prevent you from accessing a website or stop your internet connection from functioning properly. Hackers only need your IP address. Luckily, you can prevent them from doing so by using a VPN, by masking your original IP. If bad actors don't know your real IP, they simply can't attack you. Of course, you can also use NordVPN to access geo-blocked content worldwide, like Netflix shows that are currently not available in your country, your favorite K-drama or K-pop shows. So what are you waiting for? Download NordVPN now. It's available for all your devices. You also get a bonus of 4 months for free if you use this link right here. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee.
I was actually in therapy, like I've been in therapy for 2 years now.
Well,
yes.
3?
Almost 3 years now, and like there's some things I've been struggling with, but we couldn't like exactly pinpoint what it is. At some point, my therapist signed me up for a like adult ADHD specialist, and I was on a wait list. Like unlike you got your appointment in Korea like instantly, right?
Yeah, in Korea, but in Germany I also waited for months.
Yeah, I waited for 6 to 8 months. I don't quite remember. Then I got my appointment. I did a lot of tests. They put those things. They like they measured like my brain waves. Yeah, it turns out like I have pretty hard ADHD. Yeah, as an adult, like in retrospect, it makes a lot of sense. Like, you know, the dopamine thing. Because I would sometimes catch myself, or Farina would catch myself sitting in front of the TV with my Nintendo and my phone and my iPad. And I would like play 2 different games, watch an anime while having the TV on.
And I was like, what are you doing? I don't really do this kind of stuff.
You don't have the age.
Yeah, right? our ADHD types are pretty much different. So back then my type was called ADD, attention deficit disorder, without the H. But I think nowadays it's both called ADHD, but I have the inattentive type and you have the
hyperactive. I
don't really have like a problem with sitting still, or for example, you have this fidgeting toy, right?
Yes.
Which you love very much.
I always do. I always like in school. I was like pen spinning or other things. I would like fiddle around. Like
I don't really like
shaking.
It doesn't give me anything. So I just have a hard time focusing.
The main thing that changes with the diagnosis is, I know some people are really against it, but for me, what really changed everything was the right medication.
Yeah, you just have to decide if you want to try it or not.
People abuse it for like studying or being able to focus more. I also had my prejudices because I thought it's just me taking a shortcut. I'm not sick. I'm not like, I don't have like a condition. I'm just lazy. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But when I took the counseling with the specialist, and the tests. But what really changed everything for me was when I took the medication for the first time.
Yeah.
It was quiet.
Yeah, I know.
My brain
was quiet.
Was quiet, and I'm sitting in front of things. They're still boring, but it's not impossible to do it anymore, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I can just do it. So, okay, changed a lot of how I view myself and my past self.
So yeah, when I first started to take the medication, I also felt the same, but I was like, oh my god, this feels like cheating.
No, that's what it is for like neurotypical people.
But I was like, no, what? That's way too nice.
Like we've been playing this game with like a huge handicap, and so now I'm just thinking like, dang, I've known about this before.
Yeah.
Like, I could have done so many things.
You could have ruled the world.
I would have ruled the world. No, but at least I wouldn't have like struggled.
Yeah.
Many times.
It's
and
a big
I wouldn't have
struggle.
put myself down, you know.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
Also at some point, some of you may know, I struggle a lot with depression and anxiety. At some point got diagnosed with bipolar disorder, which this new diagnosis, ADHD, makes a lot more sense and kind of cancelled out the bipolar disorder.
If you struggle with these symptoms, you should definitely get tested professionally. But there are a lot of tests on the internet to see if you have some indications at least for ADHD.
The internet tests are like kinda, I don't know. If I trusted every internet test, I would be Jimin from BTS. That's what my last test told me.
You definitely should get professionally tested and not just self-diagnose.
Because then you can't change much about it anyways. You cannot get the right therapy, you cannot get the right medication.
Yeah, you can't treat yourself.
You can only buy like these weird things that people on TikTok try to sell, weird ADHD supplements that do not work.
Probably
not. By the way, like most of it does not work. It just gives you horrible diarrhea.
Did you try?
That's my experience. I tried once.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I mean, we can try answering some of those test questions, right?
Yes.
To see if there are like any differences. Do you have problems focusing on everyday tasks? Yes.
Yes.
Obviously.
Depends. Do I
Probably
like
for different reasons. Next one. Do you often zone out or lose a sense of time? I don't zone out, but I lose a sense of time. You zone out.
I zone out a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you make careless mistakes at work or with assignments?
Yes.
Yes?
I do make careless mistakes all the time.
I don't, because I also have OCD, so that doesn't work for me. It just takes me like hours and hours until I have the perfect solution. That's not healthy either.
I don't pay much attention to detail, so I like compliment.
Yeah, you can see how different it can be. Number 4, do you struggle to initiate tasks and leave things to the last minute?
Oh yes.
Oh
always.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm the procrastination. For me, it always worked.
Yeah.
Yes, I always did everything last minute, but
I mean,
it is not optimal.
No,
yes.
It worked in terms of it got done.
Yeah, it got done somehow.
But not.
It's not like you never live up to your full potential, you feel like, right?
Yeah. Do you struggle to organize yourself?
Yes.
Yes, but I forgot what I wanted to say. Okay, next one.
Next question.
Do you struggle to relax or unwind? Yeah, but of course that's pretty generalizing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't mean you.
But the thing is, like, I always thought I was relaxing, but then my therapist said like working out every day is not relaxing.
It just feels like it to you.
Yes.
To your ADHD. Do you struggle to wait your turn in queues or conversations? No.
Do I do that?
So for me, not at all.
I don't think so, no.
I can wait.
Yeah.
You cannot wait.
I can wait.
You do wait for me.
Yes.
Yeah. You try to be patient, but I know
I try very hard.
You're boiling on the inside. And I also feel, I often heard that people are afraid of taking meds because they worry that their personality will change. I was worried about that as well, because you always hear it, but it's not the case for me at all. If you find the right ones that work for you, nothing about your personality will change. I just became much more clear-headed. That's it.
There's still like medication is not the key for everything. I feel like it shows you if you have the condition, if you actually have it, it can show you a glimpse of how your brain could function normally. The tricky part is actually implementing the right habits afterwards.
The things you learn in therapy.
Pills don't build skills.
Right. Okay, I think that's it.
ADHD talk.
Yeah.
Yes, ADHD couple.
ADHD couple.
Yeah.
Okay guys, I hope you liked this video. Leave a like if you did, as always. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos. I see you in the next one. Bye bye.